Well, I hope you got your peanuts and Cracker Jacks at the ready, because we are back with some base brawl footage this week here on POW Pro Wrestling. I'm Brian Zane with Mr. Ooh La La, and you look a little worse for wear after what happened in last week's main event.
All of this rigmarole, you are avoiding the hot topic, the topic at hand, the Sluggo screw job. How could you let that happen? That troglodyte Sluggo, that soaked mop of a whatever he is, grabbed my unconscious hand, un, deux, trois. You can't say that I do not have a legitimate complaint that he was allowed to award those Hamper Brothers jerkin sledge. Ah, precious, beautiful new silver and white POW Pro Wrestling Championship belt.
Well, like he said, there are new champs in town. The Hammer Brothers did defeat the Blanchards at Base Brawl, albeit with a bit of controversy swirled in there. I mean, I saw the footage too. We were there. It was definitely not the prettiest way to go about ending a match I've ever seen, but you know, your hand hit the mat 3 times, the bell did sound, and we did have new tag team champions. I know you've got your complaints. Y'all have been already filing a lot of sanctions and complaints and injunctions with the POW Pro Wrestling office. We are taking care of that. There's a mountain of paperwork we have to get through first before we get to your complaint, mister, and I totally understand that.
You think that my important complaint, seeing as it pertains to a championship, would go right to the top of the pile, but oh no.
Well, we got a lot of expense reports to get through. You know how it is. You're responsible for more than half of them, I think. But folks, we have got great action here. More wonderful recaps from Base Brawl in store for you. If you like what you saw last week here on the channel, you're gonna love what we have in store for you this week. We're gonna kick things off, mister, with the official POW in-ring debut of one Marcus Eriks. You saw a couple of weeks ago here on POW in that Submit or Surrender match, already sitting in the audience, but it just so happened after Drexel was removed from being Funny Bones' corner man, Marcus, who was a friend of Funny Bones from other earlier days in their wrestling careers, he happened to be in the crowd and he helped out, and eventually you saw that towel get thrown in by King Naja with some help from Marcus. But now Marcus making his in-ring debut against Dr. Kliever.
This man looks like a human porcupine with that ridiculous spike down. He's poked his way onto the POW Pro Wrestling roster, but he has a formidable first foe ahead of him in the name of the Mohawk Dr. Kliever. You know, we could have made this a hair match.
Brian Zane here at PK Park in Eugene, Oregon, and welcoming officially to POW Pro Wrestling, Marcus Eriks. Welcome to the roster, Marcus. I have to say, the last time we saw you at POW, it was in the midst of the match with Funny Bone and Caden Cassidy. It was very fortunate that you showed up in the audience, and now we find out that you're a friend of his, and you recently moved to Oregon, so I gotta say, it's a pretty lucky break that you were there.
Yeah, actually, I happened to be scrolling on social media. I saw that he was on the flyer, and luckily I was there because obviously, if I wasn't, maybe he might not be champion anymore. So of course, yeah, I had to be there for my buddy. You know what I mean? Like, thankfully he was. But yes, I did come to POW Pro Wrestling because I've traveled around California. I made my way out to the East Coast. One place I haven't been is the Pacific Northwest. So I'm here to make an impact. And tonight, I've got Dr. Kliever. Now, I've never wrestled Dr. Kliever before. I don't know too much about the guy, but unfortunately tonight will be my test.
Kliever certainly is going to be a tough test for you. Good luck with your match, your debut here at POW Pro Wrestling. Marcus Eriks in action with Dr. Kliever up next.
Well, check it out here, folks. Marcus Eriks making his POW Pro Wrestling debut, well, officially in the ring at least. But he's got a tall task ahead of him as he takes on the world's sexiest doctor, Dr. Kliever, Jonas.
That's right. Marcus Eriks coming to the aid of his friend Funny Bone. Any friend of Funny Bones is someone I do not want any part of.
It was Eriks who was actually in the audience during that championship match with Funny Bone and Caden Cassidy. Drexel was eliminated as the corner man in the Submit or Surrender match. And Eriks, who turns out is a friend of Funny Bones going back several years, was in the audience and was able to help out. I mean, it was certainly unconventional. We don't normally condone fans kind of stepping in that sort of situation, but who's going to tell Funny Bone no? Oh! Big shoulder tackle attempted, but Kliever did not budge, Jonas.
Yeah, this Marcus Eriks is not a small dude, but neither is Kliever.
Eriks in the business now for 10 years, mostly wrestling out of California, trained by Money Mike Rain. Nice roll up after ducking the clothesline, only a 2 count. Eriks, big front rising single leg drop kick. Has Kliever now thinking better of things. Rolling out of the ring is the good doctor. And now Eriks, what's he got going on? Wait a minute, absolutely rejected. Kliever stopping Eriks right in his path. And King Naja, member of the BLC Incorporated, looking on with delight. Inverted atomic drop. Eriks still looking pretty good in this thing, though. Oh, my goodness. Huge uppercut. Follows it up with some flair of his own. And now what has Eriks got up his sleeve here?
Look at all those handkerchiefs. What is he, a magician?
Up his bandanas. Kliever cutting him off in the corner, sending Eriks down. You got to look out for King Naja, Jonas.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. He's just out there to observe.
With a bat?
Hey, you've seen these people.
They don't have bats. Well, some of them have bats.
Look at that. He's just giving Marcus Eriks a little bit of a warning. Showing him that bat up and close and personal.
Sometimes the despicable lows, they don't surprise me. But here we see now Kliever, the vaunted veteran, one of the toughest men in the Pacific Northwest. He's been through it all, folks. The scars on his back tell the story. And is right now the heavy for Caden Cassidy's empire.
Could we go for the autopsy? He's got him.
He's got him by the throat, double-handed up, and wait a minute. Eriks bringing down the elbow.
Oh, gosh.
Did you see that right hand? Oh, my goodness.
And did you see that right foot?
Sure. I tell you what, I don't think Eriks saw it coming.
Kicked him right in the mush. Naja likes it.
Referee Buddy Ruth keeping a close eye on things.
Right in the teefuses.
He certainly got him, yes. Way to cheer your guy on. Dropping Eriks like a bad habit in the ring. And now Dr. Kliever, with evil intentions in mind. You can see him now putting all that weight, all that surgical steel and sex appeal.
That giant boot right in the throat. Crushed it. There you go.
Tell you what, Dr. Kliever was one of the guys who beat me up in my last match as a wrestler before I became a manager, Jonas. Did you know that?
He used to beat me up in training.
That's right.
So, hey, we got something in common.
A lot of people have been beaten up by Kliever over the years. Oh, big body slam. And right now, Marcus Eriks might be wishing he was back in California. He is getting repeatedly driven and rocked. Here we go, Kliever now.
Duck under.
Big forearm shot, shivering up and down the spine of Kliever, slipping off the fireman's carry attempt. Kliever throwing his body, using it as a weapon. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count.
Buddy Ruth late to the party as per usual.
Marcus Eriks having the ability to get out from that. That's no easy task in his POW Pro Wrestling debut. Tell you what, Funny Bone must be watching on with this match with some interest, seeing how his friend is doing. And Naja, if I didn't know any better, I think he was trying another cheap shot. Here we go, coming in the corner is Kliever. Big clothesline. Could be going forward again, and he certainly does. Kliever has a very identifiable pattern. He is fierce, and he hits hard. Marcus Eriks hitting hard as well.
Looks like he's going to the high rent district.
Eriks now going up top. What's he got in mind here? He's no small man himself. Look out below. My stars and garters. Did you see how he came down?
Yeah. Might have done more damage to himself than Kliever on that blockbuster.
Going for it all, really trying to impress the fans, the powder keg.
Sometimes you swing big, you hit a home run. Sometimes you ground out.
Eriks now throwing some Some baseball-like strikes of his own, some heaters. Trip-up maneuver has him down. Eriks coming back here in a big way. Oh! Tell you what, kind of surprised neither of these men have used their hair as a weapon. Bringing him up. Sit-out power bomb by Eriks. Goes for it. No, only a 1 count. Wow. Eriks going to have to work harder than that, Jonas.
Yeah, not taking out a Kliever to get the 3 count on that. Plus, he didn't have the shoulders covered with the legs like he should have.
The fans here liking what they see from Eriks. Oh, Kliever going low there, if I'm not mistaken.
What's he doing out here?
Oh, wait a minute, Derek Shaw, who is that? What's he doing? I'm surprised Shaw is here. The autopsy onto Eriks, but wait a minute. Shaw, who's had a beef with with Kliever for months now, was assaulted at the tea party.
Run, Nasha.
Kliever now trying to possibly put the smaller man away at Eriks. Now
Get
wait
out
a
of there,
minute.
Nasha. Oh, you're betting on nothing against that chair.
Come on now, bat versus chair. Oh! Kliever now stalking his prey.
Hey, come on, buddy. Ruth, get him out.
Oh, wait a minute. Shaw, he called his shot, but he just got himself disqualified.
Your winner by disqualification.
Oh.
Well, Derek Shaw still wanted to get him some of Kliever, but in doing so, he deprived Eriks of the chance to win in his POW debut. I tell you what, I don't think Eriks likes that at all. Eriks looking frustrated here. I mean, a win is a win, Najee. You got that right, but I don't know if he really earned it.
He didn't ask Derek Shaw to get in the ring with a steel chair, I'll tell you that much.
Tell you what, definitely Eriks hoping for a different outcome here tonight. He might have some words with Shaw in the back after this match is over.
Well, Mr. Ooh La La, you know, last week it was Bambi Hall who had a successful POW Pro Wrestling debut. Same could not be said this week, though, for Marcus Eriks, unfortunately, at the fault of Derek Shaw. You know, the Honey Badgers had his druthers with Dr. Kliever. We saw what happened at the tea party a few weeks ago, that chemical, the chloroform in his face and whatnot. I mean, this is a bitter rivalry, but it came out in the form of this disqualification because Shaw just couldn't keep it in and had to attack Kliever mid-match.
That's right, Derek Shaw chasing King Nash into the ring. He saw Dr. Kliever wide open. He saw that wall at the other side of the baseball field. He swung for the fences. He hit a home run on Dr. Kliever's back, but unfortunately, it was a strikeout for poor Marcus Eriks.
Certainly, Eriks is going to be wanting some retribution, whether it's against Shaw for costing him the match, or Kliever, or Naja, take your pick. But be that as it may, despite the loss, Eriks did look impressive in there in his POW Pro Wrestling in-ring debut, and we're welcome to have him back in the future. Well, folks, speaking of the future of POW Pro Wrestling looks bright when you see the men who made up this main event, the Basebrawl Scramble match. 6 of the best and brightest here in POW Pro Wrestling, and the winner of this matchup is going to get the last spot in the upcoming Rumble to Regret match, which the winner of that match gets a future POW Pro Wrestling Championship. So you can look at this matchup here and see possibly a one-way ticket to the Stardom.
Indeed, 6 competitors, many ways to win. They could brawl out to the field. They could brawl to the concession stand. They could keep it in the ring. You never know. But what we do know is that the winner will be the next challenger to the POW Pro Wrestling Championship against Vincenzo Massaro, of course.
Well,
when he wins
if they win this and win the Rumble to Regret, then yes, they will get a future championship match. Big stakes on the line here this week. Base Brawl, PK Park. Let's hear from those competitors before the match began.
Hey, today I get an opportunity to participate in the POW 6-man Scramble match. The most beautiful man in POW, me, Charlie Avell, can get closer. An opportunity to the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. I'm gonna bless everybody with my beauty and show them the love in the ring tonight.
Tonight is a very important night. We're here under the sun in beautiful Oregon at PK Park with POW Pro Wrestling. Tonight, I gotta go against 5 other POW professional wrestlers to compete for an opportunity to get the last spot in the POW Royal Rumble. I'm feeling as confident as ever. I got my mask back from Chase James, mask on pole match. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm excited. I get a little anxious. I get a little excited. That's okay. I get it. Big opportunity. I fought for the POW title before. I came up short. Now I'm looking for redemption this year. And I'm telling you right now, tonight, I'm gonna defeat those 5 other people. It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm gonna pull through like I always do, because nobody has more heart than the hero, baby. Tonight, I'm gonna show everybody what the unbelievable is all about.
Tonight's the night. Live from PK Park. Everybody's favorite homeboy is gonna do exactly what everybody's favorite homeboy does best. And that's put 5 other individuals down on the mat for the 1, 2, 3, guaranteeing my spot in the POW Rumble. And if I win the POW Rumble, I get to go one-on-one against the POW Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And that seems like something everybody's favorite homeboy can definitely get behind. Could you imagine me as your new POW Pro Wrestling Champion? Well, you can always bet on everybody's favorite homeboy, and that's on everything, partner.
Take me out to the ball-game. Hi, it's Drexel. I'm here at PK Park because they promised me I get an entire baseball team in the wrestling ring, and I'm gonna get to cut them all. Huh? What's that? Oh, it's not the baseball team. It's just wrestlers. That's not fun. There's 5 of them? Oh, that's kind of fun. All right, well, I guess it's me and it's 5 different wrestlers, and they said something about there's a contract and I might get a title match, and contracts are cool and all, but I'm the homicidal artist. I'm Drexel, and what I'm gonna do tonight is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a genocidal masterpiece.
Tonight, we take back what's ours. We take back the opportunity to get the POW Championship. You decided that it was the right idea to put this man, this old big old hunk of metal, into that scramble? Damn, you took away any chance those men had of even winning. Now, it is my time to shine. That belt has slipped through my grip 1 time too many. Funny Bone, I'm going to win this scramble, and then we get to settle the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, things are about to get chaotic here as the 6-man Base Brawl Scramble commences, showcasing some of the best of POW Pro Wrestling.
That's right, batten down the hatches.
This match has got a lot riding on it here. The winner of this match gets the final entry. Oh! Whoa! In the POW Rumble match, where the winner of that match gets a title shot. Oh! For the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. And folks, we got a wide berth here. Look at these competitors. Charlie Avell just now with a drop kick, facing off with the Bad Life choice, Caden Cassidy. Not to mention Shadow Jaden, taking on a darker persona than normal. Everyone's favorite homeboy, Chris Brady, the Lucha Ghoul, Sonico, and of course the homicidal artist, Drexel. Did I get everyone, guys?
I think so. One take, Brian.
That was a mouthful.
Jaden rocking them fishnets like it's a Rocky Horror Picture.
I see that there. Now wait a minute. Drexel getting in between Avell and, oh, Caden Cassidy. He's got issues with both these men. He wants some of both.
I have a feeling he's going to be the meat.
No, wait a minute. Hey, it's no DQ in this base brawl scramble, and he's going for those scramble eggs.
Whoa, wait
oh
a
no!
minute.
Oh no,
This
dear!
is-
Come on,
This is not right.
Drexel. This is a family show, sir. Oh my God!
I know we're at the ballpark, but that's not the kind of football they need.
Oh! Oh my God! Those teeth. It must have. Oh Lord.
Still gnawing away.
Well, I think Sonico has seen better days. Felt them too. And now, things are liable to get absolutely insane, guys. No countouts, no DQ, anything goes in this matchup here to see who can get one step closer to a POW Pro Wrestling Championship match. Unbelievable. Jaden here, nice recovery there. The man who recently got his mask back from Chase James in that thrilling mask on a pole match back at World Pies. He and Brady now exchanging some offensive maneuvers here. Nice defensive game.
These two going so fast, I'm getting blown out.
These two men are faster than fiber optic, guys.
Fiber optic.
And more reliable.
And now Brady showing he can move with the best of them. He's got the wrestling moves, he's got the dance moves.
Come on, Sonico, let's see it.
See it.
Oh.
Strut that stuff, baby.
Sonico feeling it here. The crowd.
There you go.
Smart, Sonico.
And now Brady's feeling it. Nice counter there, reversal of the whip. Sling blade by the Lucha Ghoul. Oh my goodness. Big body shots and kicks delivered by Sonico here. Brady, who had a very impressive 2022. Oh! Rookie year in POW. Looking to continue to make his mark as 2023 rolls on.
Don't turn your back on your opponent, Sonico.
Ever.
There's like 5 other people in this match.
I was
Look
just
every
about to
direction.
say, you got to keep your head on a swivel in this cockfight.
Even the other ones that are in this match don't like you.
And Charlie Avell, this new persona that he's taken on as of late. He's shed the face paint, being a part of Most Violent, and now he sees himself as this paragon of beauty and love, fellas.
Good, that face paint's terrible for the pores.
Yeah,
Sonico off the ropes. Avell catching him, slamming him down to the mat. Avell feeling it. Oh, goodness gracious. That was a throw right into the side of the shipping container. Here,
Brady out for the count, looks like.
oh my goodness. And now the Kingpin.
Oh no.
Asserting his dominance. Oh dear. Drexel, he's got the paper. A deadly weapon in his hands. Look out. Oh, by stars and garters, the paper cuts. Oh, they come in full force.
Oh, don't bend the edges. They lose their value.
When Drexel comes, are those M's cards? Are those collectibles?
I think they are.
Oh man. No. Well, even more collectible now.
That better not be my Elo Jimenez card.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
Drexel.
hey.
He's a paper cutting fool. Oh no, the freshly manicured hands of Charlie Avell feeling the fire tonight. Oh no.
No.
Oh. Drexel leaving no stone unturned. No paper
Is that a paper
uncut.
cut to the gut?
Oh no, wait a minute, not
Oh.
the
Eyelid.
no.
Oh, the eyeball.
This is almost beyond the pale.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick again.
Can you believe the brutality?
Make sure you go to the porta potty.
Yeah, not again.
Fans are bringing out the dollar bills. I think they're expecting maybe a staple gun. I certainly hope not, folks. This is Jaden now making his way out.
Dollar bill, y'all.
That paper cut on his eye.
Oh, you all right, buddy?
Looking if he's got any possible cornea
Yeah, I
damage.
know.
Oh, we see him taking his mask off. The fighting continues on the outside near a concession stand, I believe.
It's okay, it's a good burn.
Chaos reigning here on the outside. Buddy Ruth and Benji Roberts trying to exercise control.
Benji's got no control. Control.
And speaking of no control, we got to keep these kids out of the ring. Anything can happen at base brawl. What? Okay, here we go.
Ah, man, I wish I was in the ring. These little punks trying to get in there.
The popcorn is flying.
The concession stable?
Madness is absolutely reigning here at PK Park.
Someone give me a pretzel.
I think that was the food container that was just
A Wetzel pretzel.
bounced on the noggin there.
I want the cinnamon one.
Folks, we're having a hard time following the action here. We're going to keep abreast of it as much as we can. But right now, I see a lot of bodies out there. I see Charlie Avell.
Oh, Gatorade bath.
That's gonna, that'll wake you up.
Yep. Talk about a polar challenge.
And here we see
No idea.
Caden Cassidy,
My monitor went out. My monitor went
the
out. I
biggest
can't see
man in the
anything.
fight here, brawling with the rest of them out here. We can see now, Cassidy has got Chris Brady up in a power bomb. Look out!
Whoa.
Oh, into the concession table.
That's been great to see.
Table did not break, but you gotta believe there could be something broken with Chris tonight.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Folks, oh my goodness, these fans at PK Park, some of these folks have never even seen live wrestling before. No!
I did not see the move, but
They're
I
grabbing
heard the
stools.
thud. I heard the sickening thud.
Oh, this is completely broken down.
Chaotic, frenetic action, stuff you will only see at POW Pro Wrestling. And right now, the Gatorade bucket coming into play once again. Got to believe Charlie Avell does not want his self-professed.
What's the over-under on the color of the Gatorade?
I'm not sure, but
20
here
bucks
we see
and it's blue.
things are going, possibly migrating back to the ring now. Drexel and Avell, look at that, some teamwork once again from these former partners, if only for a brief moment.
Trying to take out the biggest dog in the fight.
Remember, the winner of this match gets the final spot in the upcoming POW Rumble match. Winner gets a title shot. There is a lot at stake. Can you imagine Drexel getting a shot perhaps against Funny Bone?
Hey, I'd pay money for that.
Bingo.
We know these two are going to be facing off as part of the Pick Your Poison stipulation. Might get a preview of that should Drexel win this matchup here. Jaden now, Shadow Jaden trying to get Drexel up on his shoulders. He succeeds for now. But Drexel able to slip away. About to drop him with a pile driver.
Did you see him bounce off the mat?
Jaden might have just gone down a couple more inches in height.
Of beauty.
Charlie Avell, locked and loaded, big spear out of the corner from this self-professed gift to women everywhere.
Took him right out of his land skims.
Avell now going for an attack, but Sonico getting the boot up. Flying knee attack. Things back in the ring now, some semblance of control. Off the ropes, big cross body by the Lucha Ghoul. You can see on the outside, Caden Cassidy stirring, getting back in the ring now.
Look out, Sonico.
Sonico, not a great time to be playing to the crowd here. Walked right into that one. We are experiencing some frenetic action here at POW. Wait a minute, guys. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this fighting is continuing here.
Wait a minute. I don't see Brady.
Wait a minute, guys. Where's Brady? He's up there, guys. He's up on the container.
No way.
He's
no
up on the
way,
container, guys.
No way.
Don't do it, Chris. Come on. Wait a minute. Look out.
Oh!
Take me out to the trap house. Chris Brady.
He's not done. He's not done.
Oh! Ghettoest moonsault ever.
That's it.
Chris Brady has won the Scramble match.
Your winner of the Basebrawl Scramble, Chris Brady.
Folks, that was one of the damnedest things I've ever seen. Chris Brady, I don't know how we lost track of him, but he dove off the top of the shipping container onto everyone else, sacrificing his body. And he just punched himself a ticket to the POW Rumble. But wait a minute. Hey, good sportsmanship, I guess you want to call it, by Drexel there, Jonas.
That's assault, brother.
Well, to the victor go the spoils.
What's this toilet paper doing on my shoe?
Chris Brady, congratulations, winning the Basebrawl Scramble, gets number 30 in the POW Rumble.
Well, how about that wild action we just saw in the main event? That was truly a Basebrawl Scramble for the ages. Did you see what happened? Chris Brady diving off that shipping container onto everyone else in the ring. That was some absolutely insane stuff.
Well, what you didn't hear, what was edited out, is you could hear the sirens of the police. They were coming for everybody's favorite neighborhood home by Chris Brady. And he dived out of view. He dived away from the police officers.
Okay.
Just happened to land on Sonico. It was a undo trois.
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, be that as it may, Brady wins the match. He's got his entry, the final entry, in the Rumble to Regret. The winner of that matchup, as we mentioned, is going to get a shot at the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. So, everyone's favorite homeboy is truly sitting pretty in the trap house after a big victory against the rest of his opponents in the Scramble.
Well, he'll have a bigger challenge than he can imagine if he squeaks by in that Rumble and goes against Vincenzo Massaro or Funny Bone for that matter. I mean, Funny Bone, not my favorite, but he and Brady have clashed before and did not go too well for everybody's favorite neighborhood home.
Well, Brady is certainly in the driver's seat going into that Rumble to Regret. And folks, we are not done with the recap and the highlights of the wonderful night that was Base Brawl at PK Park. Next week, you will see Death Threat taking on one of the hottest tag teams, no pun intended, in the Flamin' Aces. Then in our main event, we go back to World Pies to see Izzy McQueen, a POW original, taking on the debuting Tara Zepp. And mister, I gotta say, Tara Zepp, you take one look at her, and I got you shivers down your spine.
Is she Funny Bone's sister or something? She looks like she's cut from the same twisted cloth as Funny Bone and Drex there, huh?
We have some wild debuts. You never know who you're going to see at POW Pro Wrestling. One way to find out, though, is by subscribing to the POW Pro Wrestling channel, hitting that bell icon to get all the notifications for our new content. Why don't you comment down below? Tell us what you like so far here at POW Pro Wrestling, what you want to see more of. We do want to listen to your feedback. Folks, for Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Brian Zane, and we'll see you next time.